Welcome to Love Only, the cocktails, conversations, and love, the quarantine edition. And we are talking to the men tonight. We're getting the male perspective during quarantine. I'm sorry for this little delay. I have to respond to this text. Still not. Try again. Try again because we are missing one of our guests. So anyway, I'm your host, Cara Bronze, aka Malika. This is the first time we are live on Zoom. So bear with us. I'd like to introduce to you my partner, co-host, Livio G.
Good evening,
and our
fellow
other,
participants. Good evening.
And our other co-host, Karen Borgella.
Hello, quarantine family.
And we have
What's
our
up,
guest,
Karen?
DJ Black Magic.
Yeah, what's good? What's good?
And
What's going on, Magic?
What's good? What's good, Liv? How's everybody doing?
We're good. How are you doing during this quarantine?
Not too bad.
Wow. What's in your glass tonight?
Well, normally, I'll be drinking Corona with grenadine, but being that I'm going to be asked some questions tonight, I had to bring out the big boy, and I had to do a little honey jack tonight.
Yes.
All right.
So we're gonna sip and talk. I'm not gonna teach that. Sip and talk.
Okay. Karen, what you have in your glass tonight?
I have just a little apothic red wine. I was going for the Douce, but I was like, I started the red wine earlier, and I was like, it'll be a downfall situation if I start doing a Douce now. So I'll be halfway asleep and will be useless.
And Livio, Mr. Freshest himself, what do you got?
Actually, I'm doing a little bit of
That's pretty
Jose
sexy.
Cuervo. Oh, you know me. It has to be in the proper glass.
That's a fancy glass.
Yeah.
Frozen margaritas. You know, golden frozen
Oh, yeah.
margaritas. That's what I'm having tonight. You know?
All
and
right.
so it has to be an appropriate glass, always.
Yeah.
If it's a cognac, it's a cognac glass. You know what I mean? So you know how I do. If it's wine, it's a wine glass. You can't be doing red cups and doing all that.
Oh, no, we're too old.
Get it right.
What happened? You don't with a solo cup?
You know, they actually have nice black cups now. So I'm just saying, if the red
I can't wait for the barbecue for the black cup.
I had black cups. I had it in my
I'm just saying. How you gonna have a frozen margarita in a red cup? No, do it correctly, please. Do it correctly.
Yeah.
That's all.
A little bit of Cointreau with ginger beer by Goslings. You know, and a twist of lemon. And
But see, you have it in appropriate glass, though. You have it in appropriate glass. You're doing it correctly. That's all.
I know how to do my stuff. Okay, I'm no amateur.
Yeah. That's right.
All right. So, Black Magic.
Yes.
First let me ask you this question.
Sure.
How did you become Black Magic?
It's very easy. It's very easy. Very easy. In my bio, I have it. You know, when I first met Livio, I had to redo my bio. So, in my bio, Black Magic came. If you know John Sally, he's a ex-NBA basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
Got married in Detroit, and me and John Sally's cousin are very, very good friends. We're like brothers.
Okay.
Gentleman by the name of Larry. And he was one of my mentors growing up as well, 6 years older than me, played basketball together. So we went to John Sally's wedding. So we were at the rehearsal dinner. And from the rehearsal dinner back to his house, he had like a castle back in the days. They called it the castle. It was actually an old nun and priest residence. So he turned it into his home.
Mm-hmm.
So back then, I was one of those guys that ran the street, man. I was, chasing the women. So my first time in Detroit, around a bunch of celebrities, and I was chasing this one girl all night, and I was following her all through the house. And John Sally said to me, he was like, "Yo, I was looking for you because I need you to show me how to plug up this unit," which was his musical unit. He was trying to get it to play through his TV, and I didn't know how to do it, but I act like I did. So he's like, "Yo, you keep disappearing." He said, "I'm not gonna call you Blue Magic. I'm gonna call you Black Magic because you're dark skinned." So Black Magic stayed with me from John Sally. So John Sally actually gave me that name, Black Magic.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty
Like that.
Yeah. So that was it. So my actual DJ name back then was DJ T-Ski.
Oh, you from that?
Okay.
It went from T-Ski to DJ Black Magic. John Sally, like, yo, John Sally gave me this name, so I had to stick with it.
Appropriate.
All right.
Appropriate.
Okay. All right. I like that story. Okay. Well, the first question: do you believe everything happens for a reason? In love and in this quarantine time,
I really do. Like during this time, let's say my partner who I'm with and who I've been with now for the last 2 years, my son put us together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was on my own for the last 3 years. Prior to that, I was just single, getting to know me again, and previously being married. So he felt like my oldest son, who's a state correction officer, he felt like I was in the house too much. So he felt like I needed him to put me together with somebody.
So out the house, basically.
Yeah. My thing was, I was just trying to, at the age, I'm 56 now, but at the age of 53, 54, I just didn't want to be bothered anymore. I not be bothered anymore. I just wanted to make sure that if I was going to present myself, I had to do it the correct way, because I've been married.
So pause for a sec.
I think you hit a nerve, Magic.
And when she does that, you gotta stop.
What is
hit a nerve?
What is the correct way? Because this is education for me. For all of us and our fellow listeners. What is the correct way?
Well, when I say the correct way, I got to go back, because I was married at a young age. I got married at the age of 22. I met my ex-wife 2 years later. She graduated from high school. 2 years later, we got engaged. A year later, we got married. Had my first son at the age of 23. At that time, at the age of 23, I tried to be the man my father was, which was take care of home. But in the middle of that, I became the road manager for Fat Man School. Being a road manager for Fat Man School had me working my regular 9 to 5 during the week and on the road on the weekends.
Wow.
groupies.
Shout out to Fat
There
Man
was
Scoop.
women being
Shout out
chased.
to Fat Man Scoop and
Yeah. So my thing was I was a horrible husband. I was a horrible husband. And as far as being a father, I was a great father, but I was a horrible husband. So once we, 18 years later, we got a divorce, but for I would say the last 5 years of that marriage, it was the worst thing. I put this woman through the worst. So I had to learn how to apologize to her for being a bad husband and making her think that it was her fault that I did what I did, the cheating, having another child during that time. And I had to really let her know that it wasn't her fault, it was me. So trying to be a man and apologize and make her understand that I don't want her to think that it was her that caused this breakup. So after that situation, I got into another relationship and I just felt like, that relationship wasn't going in the right direction, followed by another relationship. It didn't go in the right direction. So now I got to be a better man because it can't just be the women. It can't be the women that's having the, making me do this. It has to be me. So my thing was, let's settle down. Let's find out who you are and prepare yourself for the next person that's going to enter your life. So
did you ever give yourself enough time between each one? Like, I know you just
exactly
the question I was asked before, which was like, do you think that you rushed in it too early at an early age? But like you said, you had to realize I had to sit down and slow down a little bit. But do you think you gave enough span time between each one, or you just feel like you needed to have someone?
Yes, I didn't give myself enough time between each one.
okay.
And I did feel like I needed to have somebody there. And that was the problem, because in between each relationship came no space. Excuse me, no space for me to take in what I needed to take in to find out what either what I did wrong or what she did wrong. But I knew it was me because I didn't trust in her, and I just messed up. So my thing was, you know what I got to do? I have to sit back and learn who I am.
Correct.
So I went back to learn who Travis is.
Okay.
And think about all the things that my father would have done during this situation. My father and my mom was married for 36 years. Unfortunately, they separated, got remarried, and still were the best of friends.
They couldn't
that's how that
without each other. That's what it was.
Right. So my, when I say I had to find out how to better myself, I had to know that there was things that I was doing wrong and correct them.
And what were those things that you were doing wrong?
I was not being.
We have a new guest. Hold on. Oh, welcome, Rich. Welcome to the party.
Oh, you finally get the chocolate boy one the end of the meeting. Yes.
Welcome to the meeting, White. Oh, we have to
I'm gonna have a drink on that. What's up, Rich?
Going on, brother?
I'm good.
Wait, was that a red cup? Was that a red cup, sir? That was a red cup.
Huh?
That was a red cup.
No, it's a red drink.
We're just talking about red cups. That's why.
Oh no red cups here.
Thank you.
Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
You're gone already?
No, I'll be right back.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay.
Travis Black Magic.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm back. All right.
Okay. Everyone, this is Richard Johnson.
Yes.
Urban Soul.
Nope, Soul Factory.
Oh, Soul Factory. But I was thinking of the email. Sorry.
Yes.
Email address. Sorry. Soul Factory. That's Livio, my co-host, and he's the business partner to this whole Love Only podcast in the freshest FM up top there. Over there to, I don't know, your left or your right, that's Karen.
What you got on over there, Malik? What you got on?
I said in the mood. I'm love only.
On over there.
Okay, I've been locked up in quarantine. I've had COVID.
You just needed an excuse.
I was wearing my dress, and I was like, that might be a little too.
No, you don't understand. I just came from ShopRite.
I was thinking it. I'm looking at it.
She got the whole lace ghetto. I'm like, okay.
I know you was looking. You was thinking it though, right? Since you was thinking, I was looking. I was like, let me see what you got on over there.
Listen,
you should have never told me to get no alcohol in my hand.
Please get your Poland spring water together. You know, listen here.
I will behave. Okay, go on. Onward. I'm behaving.
I'm so sorry. We're interrupting. Black Magic was answering and why he feels like, you know, he had to get to himself, well, back to, you know, and this is Black Magic, our other guest, DJ Black Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And John Sally gave him that title of Black Magic.
Okay.
So who are you, Richard? We need to know what you're about. I'm scared. I don't know
what I'm about as far as what I do.
Who are you?
Just the broad brand.
Yeah.
You know who I am. Why you acting like you don't know who I am?
I don't know who you are.
They don't.
I am a 51-year-old.
If nothing else, I guess it's for the audience, the public.
For the public?
Yeah. We're recording.
If nothing else, it's for the public. So.
Okay, I'm on. Actually, I have a small company called the Soul Factory Presents. I actually curate live music, intimate concerts for independent musicians. I also curate events for folks who don't really feel like being bothered with putting their own parties together. So I'll do a little party planning here and there. I also work in healthcare. I'm a dad.
Big mistake that healthcare.
Yes, it was. I'm also a single dad of 2 young boys. I had kids late, and I'm divorced. Almost 2 years. That's who I am.
Love
and
it.
Malika's crazy friend, and Malika is my stylist. When I want to go out and cause trouble,
yeah,
I ask her for advice on what I should wear.
Right from the fitting room or your car. Are you in your bedroom right now? It looks like you're.
I am in my bedroom. Should I be someplace else?
In your love factory.
I'm in the love. Yes, right. I'm in the love factory.
Love factory.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Now that you have interrupted us with, with all your shenanigans.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Black Magic, continue on. I don't know.
You probably don't remember where you were, right?
I forgot what he was saying, what he was getting into. I was like,
Okay. Well, we will move on. We'll move on.
I think if nothing else, I want to commemorate you, Magic. I mean, just for being, I guess, just for having the ability to do some soul searching and tap into yourself and realize, okay, you know what, I made some of those mistakes. You know what I mean? I and that takes a bigger person to do that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, it's easier to just like, you know what, it was hard.
Well, I mean, I teach a class to a lot of guys about finding some soul searching as well.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of them that are afraid to look for that. I think it's more of afraid, not a want.
Right.
I think
afraid to find out what they really are, who they really are.
We may have to do this again, when quarantine is over, because I think a lot of men, especially those in the 50s, because those are the ones I seem to always find, and they don't know nothing about soul searching. They're
That's
like,
not true.
It's a goddamn.
I mean,
you don't know my life, Richard.
It's not true.
I'm not saying all.
Not all, but it seems like the psychotic ones that find me or I find them, they, it's like soul search. Yes, Negro.
Well, they're not gonna. Well, here's the thing. Most men, if upon first meeting you, they're not gonna tell you that they've been doing soul searching because they don't know you.
They shouldn't.
Once they get,
No,
once they get,
I don't say that to me the first time. That's
no. But once they get, but if it doesn't, but if it, I mean, how long are these relationships lasting? If they're not,
you're going into 6 months, and it's like it's not
Well,
even about soul searching. Soul searching, you gotta know if you see. We have a conversation. You already know through that conversation what Malika is about.
mm-hmm.
And if you still on your soul search, and you know for yourself, this is not what I want, back the F out.
Got you.
Let's not continue this if you don't want those same things because you're on your soul searching tip. Continue soul search.
I agree. I totally agree. I think
don't get involved with nobody. Continue to soul search.
But the thing is,
you're an attractive lady, da 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 da. But I'm not ready for X, Y, and Z. But whatever. But
you have to know if you want it, though. You have to know that you're wanting to do the soul searching.
Right.
If you don't know that you want to do it, then you just oblivious to the fact that you are, you're just out there just messing up.
Right. I think you're totally right. When it comes to the soul searching on my behalf, I just felt like, when you go through the relationships and you see that it's not working, you can always blame it on the other person and not check yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I did. That was the point I was making. I wasn't trying to blame them, but I definitely wanted to make sure within me that I know exactly where I was and where I was going to be for the next person that I was going to enter their life. So my soul searching, it took me a year. It took me a whole year of no relationship, not trying to date nobody, but to really buckle down and find out who I was.
Now, my question is,
I did the same thing when I got divorced.
But was this information that was given to you from the previous relationship? Like, did girls or the women, I should say, hey, you're constantly doing this or you're constantly doing that? And did you actually take that information and sit back in that year and be like, you know what, they were right or they were wrong or they were over,
I went through every single relationship that I had been in after. I said, wow, I need to start thinking back. And everything, I was the common denominator. It was always, you don't listen. You don't listen. You don't support me. You think everything is funny. You think everything, I have to listen to everything. And I was like, wow, I need to be better. And most men, most brothers who are truthful to, will do that soul searching but it comes from, it'll come, I don't know if what's the other brother I was talking to a while ago that said that he had to go through some soul searching for a year. What's your name, my brother?
Black Magic.
Black Magic. He's right, but I guarantee you that place came from a place of maybe a little frustration and anger where you had to really sit down and kind of figure it out. That's where it came from, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you had to get really mad first. And when you found yourself getting really angry, you were like, I don't like what this is doing to me. And you had to dig inside deeper. Because that's what I had to do. Yeah, that's what I had to do. I didn't like the way I felt.
That's definitely where it was because, I just felt like the last relationship that I was in, fortunately, the women had kids. Unfortunately, they had fathers of those kids that also came into the relationship. And I think with that being said, it was hard for me to always adjust. Like I had to adjust because I know that there was another man involved in her life and I had to adjust to it. So my thing was, why do I have to deal with this? Outside
so basically your ego is what eased you out. And a lot of times with men, especially us when we get up in age, we got to start checking our ego at the door. Because I find that my ego makes a lot of decisions for me, especially in my marriage, where it got me in a lot of trouble. And what I've learned now, since I've been by myself and soul searching, so to speak, I check my ego. A lot of things I don't get upset at anymore. I don't let my ego dictate to me, okay, you need to react right away. why don't you sit and think about it? Like right now, I have a new system of when I get negative information, I don't react to it right away. I said, Rich, take a night, especially when it comes from my ex-wife. I said, she said something negative, take a day, sleep on it. If you wake up and it's still bothering you, address it. But if you wake up and you're not even thinking about it, don't even bother because it wasn't that
Those
deep.
called tests. That's a test. That's a test.
Huh?
That's a test. Yeah. Your wife or your ex-wife, I should say, calling you and saying whatever, that's a test. And for the fact that you're able to kind of like, you know what, I'm not going to overreact. I'm not going to say something. I'm not going to call her out her name. Is a big thing because now you've come to a point where you realize it's not that serious. I'm not going to let that consume my soul. No. I'm not. Yeah.
She probably hates that too, but I can't.
Yeah, she does. I mean, I was just like, I'm not getting him.
I'm not getting at him. I got to be nice to him now. I can't do that. He's not responding.
All right, let me ask you this question. If you could write a letter to yourself, what would it say?
Who wants to go first?
Right.
You go first.
You go first, Malika. My letter will be long. It'd be more than 4 pages. So I'm. And it's not negative. It's just like more like it's okay. It's all right.
My letter wouldn't be that long.
How many pages?
Probably 2.
Is that indented paragraphs? 1.5 spacing? Like
right.
A question.
Are you writing this letter?
I have a
yes.
question. What is the letter about? It's just how you feel about yourself, or
how do you feel about yourself? What would you do differently?
Are you saying it in terms of right now in this situation that we are
talking about
right now in quarantine?
You know, right now in quarantine times.
Yeah, my two pages would be
Maybe
more than enough.
Yeah, mine would be 2 pages. I thought you meant like overall life.
2 pages would be more than enough. Basically, it would state that in this time, what I have learned about myself, about my partner, about God, and just basically what my mom and my dad instilled in me, you know, to really sit down during this time and really reflect on family and life. I say it all the time when I'm on the air, you know, Fresh FM, when I'm recording, I normally talk on my mixes. And I thank Livio a lot because I might be getting emotional. I thank Livio because of what he has done for me to put me on this platform. This platform has really changed a lot of the ways that I've been doing this DJ game. So this DJ game, I've been doing it since I was 19. But to get on this platform and at this time, it really has mastered me, not only as a DJ, but as a man. So with Livio assistant, it has really pushed me in a way of saying, listen, you don't have to just sit back and think about the things that we're going through. I'm doing it through the music right now. So with my gospel set on Wednesdays, you know, with me touching people and trying to reach out to other people that wouldn't normally listen to gospel, I have, you know, I've been touching people on Sunday. So that 2-page letter will really reflect on how I have revolved as a man and doing what I'm doing right now. So again, Livio, I appreciate you, man, and I thank you for what you're doing and
Magic
and how you're
doing your thing. You know, if nothing else, you know what I'm saying, the audience is definitely responding. You know what I mean? I see the numbers, I see everything that's going on, and I think it's because you're touching people. You know what I mean? And that's so important. You know, music is one aspect of it, but everybody associates with something. You know what I mean? And when when the audience can feel what you're doing or what you're saying, you know what I mean? It means just that much more. And it's a great thing, man. You're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? And keep it up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you
I appreciate
for
it.
whatever reason it
I
is,
can't.
we're at this time. We're at this time, and for whatever reason it is, it's what it is. But sometimes it takes the worst of times for us to find other things in
Right.
ourselves. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Sometimes this
That's
is
the
what it
word.
is. You know what I mean?
Let me add this. My lady, her name is Davida.
Mhm.
Since this pandemic came out, she's also an officer behind the wall. So since this pandemic came out, we've been together. When I say today was the first day that we separated because she moved, and I helped her move and got her situated. But I had to come home because I knew what my weekends was in store. Like like I said, I do gospel on Sunday. I go live on Facebook. I do gospel, and so we counted with me getting ready to leave her in her new apartment. 55 days that we've been together without separation. So, 55 days together taught me a lot. And we will probably get into that later, but without her, I probably wouldn't have got through this.
Well, you're both alive still, so that's a good thing. You guys can kill each other.
So I mean, no arguing, no disagreements. We were good for 55 days.
That's
So,
good. So
Shoot, I had my pillow for 55 days. I had my pillow for 55 days.
So post quarantine, you'll
My
still be
pillow-
together.
I ain't arguing my
Oh,
pillow.
no question. No question. Like post quarantine, we looking at like a proposal and
Nice.
about to think it's gonna be deep. Yeah, definitely.
So, Richard, what's in your letter, and how many pages is it?
My letter is a,
Do I
is
need
a novel.
to get refill?
You need to get refill. My letter is a book. It's gonna be a whole lot of curse words in that letter too.
A lot of four-letter words.
A lot of N-word too. A lot of don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. You should have never done that.
So they're gonna be like points. They're gonna be like points.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, don't do that. You shouldn't have done that. You dumb mother effer. You shouldn't have done that.
You're dumb.
You know what? You should circle back to her, but she was the one you should have been with. Yeah, all of that. It'll be all of that.
Yeah, mine's gonna be somewhere like that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I think about it.
Yeah, let's turn the tables now.
It's like footnotes.
Oh, turn the tables.
Let's ask y'all some questions, ladies. Yeah.
Oh, well, I think that mine would say, "Can I get a refund?"
Ooh, that's so disrespectful.
Get a refund. Expound on that, please. Expound on that.
Don't let her expound
take
on
a
that.
sip at this
Don't let
minute.
her expound on that. I know exactly where she's going.
I want to know why she wants a refund. I want to know.
Like, you thought you was all of that, and then.
Oh, mine return to sender. Just return to sender. Just return back to sender.
You know where she going with it.
I need some explanation.
I need a breakdown.
Do you really need a breakdown?
I need some explanation.
You're
not off the hook either.
My mommy might watch this. No.
Hold on. I just sat here and listened to Magic actually take responsibility. Any responsibility?
For what?
He took responsibility. He's like, listen, I screwed up. You know what I mean? I think I did this, I did that wrong. He was vulnerable. He owned up.
Nothing wrong, okay?
Well, no,
Malika, you've never done anything wrong.
No.
Stop it.
No ownership, huh? No ownership.
Malika.
No ownership.
Malika, you've never done anything wrong in a relationship, ever.
Ever.
Tell the truth.
She froze.
She's frozen, right?
Mike,
she ain't talking now. Mike, you hiding.
Mic check.
What is it?
She hiding.
Hear us.
She hiding behind the liquor glass. She went to get another drink.
You.
Well, what have
I knew she
done
was get something.
wrong? What have I done wrong? I might have stayed in some situations longer than I should have. That was wrong. Not
No,
necessarily.
what have you done wrong to the individual?
Oh, I'll tell you one recent a story about.
Don't kiss around it. Get to it. Come on. What have you done to the individual?
Well, being that this person told me a story like such as I would talk to you on the phone while in bed with someone else.
Oh, they did that to you, or you did that to them?
No, wait, hold on. This is, like we were talking and they was like, yeah, I would talk to the next chick while you might have been on the phone. And I said, oh,
So it didn't happen. It was a possible scenario.
yeah, and it just got me kind of enraged. Plus, I had some Ray and nephew in my system. So, with that being said, and the thing about it, they were so confident, like, yo, yeah, I would. I said, oh, you would? So, what I did was this. Let me call the next man who actually, I just missed his phone call. Let me call him back while you're
Do that. But why even entertain that? Like, I wouldn't even entertain it. I'm like, oh, really?
I said I had a little Ray and a little nephew, and I said, you know what? Let me don't you ever try to disrespect me. Let me show you how it goes. And, this was in my vehicle, so that was on speaker, Bluetooth. So I was like, hey, I'm in the car with this gentleman that I told you already that I've been seeing. And he's telling me a story about how he would talk to the next chick while I'm on the phone. I said, so here I am calling you. But you know what? Let me finish my discussion with him and I'll give you a call back. I won't tell you how it ended.
Well, if you
ain't in jail, so I guess
you can see my face right now. You saw my mouth is wide open, right? you notice my mouth is wide open, right?
Yeah. Neither one of them, she ain't dead, and she not in jail. So I guess it turned out okay, right?
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Yeah, because that basically was like, you know what it is? I'm going to tell you what it is. Look at all y'all. Your mouth open, she go ahead, and you like, well, she ain't in jail. You know what it is? When I meet guys and we start talking, they think they met Laura Ingalls Wilder. Despite
that.
You never watched The Little House on the Prairie?
Oh.
I didn't.
I did. I just don't remember her name.
Okay, so Laura Ingalls
watched
Wilder.
Little House on the Prairie.
On Little House on the Prairie, Laura Ingalls Wilder. So they think like, okay, Sunday she goes to church, this and that. Oh, she loves to cook, she works, and this and that. Oh, she's only going to get her hair done on Thursday. So they think they got it down pat. I found me a good one. No. Have you ever watched Thin Line Between Love and Hate? I can turn into that Lynn Whitfield.
Ooh.
Magic's shaking his head right now. He's like,
yeah.
I like that kind of crazy.
Where you're going to find out, you're going to ask yourself, where is the justice? Because it's like, I think my soul search thing is like, don't try to play me. Instead of me, I guess, reacting, I need to just be like, goodbye. But I get more of a high by, oh, you're going to tell me that? Let me show you better than I can tell you, Negro. Okay?
So how you know that wasn't a test? He wasn't testing you to see how you react.
Well, because I know that he also had beverages.
He'd been drinking.
Yeah, we weren't together at the same time.
Oh.
But it's like, at the same time, what grade are we in? This is somebody who's 55 plus. What are you testing?
He was how old was he?
55 plus,
Ooh, Lord. How old were you?
This was yesterday. This was just yesterday. No.
This was just yesterday?
No,
I'm like, this gotta be recent. This is recently. It's probably last year.
It was like 5 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly. You don't go. Come on here. Get on here. Come tell us we didn't do nothing wrong.
KB sitting back like I'm really listening to this. Like I'm really listening to this
KB,
right
what
now.
you done did? KB, what you done did?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear it. What did you do, KB? KB, right? That's her name?
Black, who? That's KB over there.
KB,
Yeah.
what have you done wrong to a man? She gone?
Story. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
No, okay. For every action, there is a reaction.
Oh,
she started with that. Oh, okay.
These angels.
This is not going to end well.
This is not going to end well at all.
These angels.
My thing is this. When I'm with you, I'm with you. Like, it's all heart, it's all soul, it's all like, let's do this together, let's build an empire. That's just me. Maybe it's a Gemini in me. But at the same time, I'm aware and I'm smart. And the number one thing I hate is for people to lie in my face. So I don't think I personally did anything wrong. I think what I did, I wasn't smart enough to just be like, you know what, this is over. I need to go. He had the gift of gab.
Mm-hmm.
Very manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
And oh God, am I going down this path?
What did you do?
You need to.
Now
You need to.
know these ladies. Y'all were all wrong, right?
No, but he did something wrong to me. He did like 5 things wrong to me before I did this one wrong thing there.
Okay.
What did you do?
Well, let's just say that he lost the side rearview mirror. You know?
Oh, you used the bat or you used your hand? What you use?
I'm bougie. I don't do bats. I do tennis rackets.
Tennis racket.
Tennis racket.
You can actually do damage with a tennis racket to it.
That's bougie.
Oh,
That's bougie.
I'm sorry. I don't play baseball.
Oh wait. Black, it's savage and bougie.
yeah.
It's savage and bougie. I still kept my pinky up when I was doing it. I still had my pinky up when I was doing it.
She's a savage.
But the thing is that I would never allow a man to get me like mad at that level. I've never seen red before. And the thing is that I caught him like cheating on YouTube.
Wow.
Wait, on YouTube?
All right, I gotta tell the story. Okay, anyway.
Please
So
do.
there was a guy I met and everything like that. So we were kicking it, and long story short, comes to find out he was also living and dating 2 other women.
Mm-hmm.
So this is now I'm ready, like mentally and physically like involved and, emotionally involved with this person before I found this out.
Mm-hmm.
There was just some red flags and I kept asking questions, but he had the right answers. So I just felt like, oh, maybe it's just my mind just playing tricks on me. But then
he's an OG. He was an OG. He was an OG. Go ahead.
So I figured it out and everything. And then I was like, okay, so long story short, I wanted to go out to a Halloween party. Again, this was years ago. This is like maybe over 8-9 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I went to go to a Halloween party. He's like, no, I'm not going to go. Mind you, he's still living with those young ladies. Or I should say, they're still living with him.
2 women living with him 2 women were living with him
at the same time?
Thank you.
This dude is good.
This is getting saucy. I got to hear some more.
Wait, you didn't know that these 2 women was living with him?
I found out later, but again, as women, emotionally attached already. Huh?
Through YouTube?
No. We're not getting to that part yet.
Let her finish.
Huh?
Go ahead, finish. I want to hear the story.
So anyway, so fast forward, I went to go to this Halloween party, and I asked him to come with me. He was like, no, he does. He's like, at that point, he was telling me, it's over with them. Mm-hmm. It's just you. I'm kicking them out. He's already told them to get out. Like, it's just me and you. And I'm just like, but I believed him, but didn't believe him, you know? But I was still kind of doing my thing on the side also. I'm not stupid.
Oh, so, you had it on the front and the side.
I had a few. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm
This
not
thing, this thing,
Where
this thing
your
had a lot of
beverages
chapters,
at?
huh? This had a lot of chapters.
You know, I'm not
A lot of
stupid.
chapters.
So, anyways, back to the Halloween party. He said no, he didn't want to go to the Halloween party. So I was like, okay, fine. He said the reason he didn't want to go, he said he doesn't want to start an argument. He's already in the process of getting the girls out. He doesn't want to start wilding up because they wanted to go out too.
Mhm.
Fine. I went to the party with my friends. With my friend, we went there, and then I saw my ex-boyfriend.
Mhm.
He was recording the video. You know, he was doing videos, recording the party for a friend. And I'm seeing all my friends, we're chatting, and we leave to go to another party. Now, fast forward a week later, my ex-boyfriend, who was recording, who I haven't spoken to in months, in maybe a year, randomly called me out of nowhere. Oh, you should see the video that you're in. You look really nice. Mind you, he doesn't know I have a boyfriend.
Mhm.
So I think this is all the works of God and the spirits and all my ancestors that were showing me signs.
Mhm.
So finally I saw the video, and in the video I see homeboy at the party I just left with the two girls.
Wow.
Literally, like, I left and he must have came right in.
Oh,
So
Wow.
I've never seen red before, but this is the first time I saw red. And I remember getting up and I putting sweatshirts on, and I just drove my car. I went to his, like, he had a studio. He was in there, and then I saw him finally. I parked up in the corner, and I called my friend. She said, "Girl, I don't know what you're gonna do, but no matter what I tell you, you're gonna do it anyway."
And this is the time when you attacked his mirror with your tennis racket.
I went for the windshield. I went for the windshield, but it didn't crack, so I went for the side.
Oh, now the story gets deeper.
Wait,
you
what
went for the
kind of
windshield
car
It
was
makes sense. It makes sense. You're
He's
not
more
gonna do any
concerned with what
damage
kind
with
of
a tennis
car it was.
racket.
What kind of car was it?
It was a 745.
Oh yeah, we fighting. I'm gonna find your ass and we fighting.
Honestly,
Oh my
people,
God.
till this day, people's like, "Do you regret it?" I said, "No, I just regret getting caught."
Ooh.
So who
Wow.
caught you, by the way?
He called the police on me.
City cameras.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Were you done with him after you did that, or he found a way back in?
No, we had a restraining order, and we had a restraining order. We went to court because
Against you? Against you?
No, I got a restraining order.
Yeah, she attacked his car.
Was this a people's court moment?
She attacked his car.
Was this a people's-
How can we both got restrained? The court, the judge was like, "You both need to stay away from each other." He's
Did
like,
you?
"You're not a threat."
But did
Like,
you? Anybody want to raise their hand, but they didn't stay away from each other.
I ain't
Raise
gonna
your
lie.
hand.
I did go back and I'm not gonna lie. I went back and I got a little some, and then that was
I
it.
know you went back.
'Cause I do crazy. I don't know.
That's when it's really good after y'all, when y'all mad at each other. That's when it's
It
really good.
It was. I couldn't.
Hercules.
It was the best, and then I was like, okay, I can't.
The makeup sex always is the best. The
I was
makeup
like, okay,
sex is always
I had
the
to
best
cut it.
for
I
some
had to
reason.
cut it because it was.
For some reason, I can't believe you didn't know that.
You had to
You
call
didn't know you were in a threesome. For some reason,
No.
I can't believe that.
It was a foursome. I was a fourth person added to it.
But But wasn't you sure he wasn't a pimp? He had two women living with him.
He had pimp tendencies. He did have pimp tendencies.
He was a pimp. Was he older or the same age?
He was older than me by a couple years. I think right now, if I'm 40, he might be like 47, 48 now, maybe almost.
Oh, he's a pimp.
That's a pimp.
Yeah, that's an OG.
So imagine
Yeah, I know brothers like that's an OG. If he was able to pull that off.
Well,
Next question.
I don't know, but they were.
so now you got the female perspective, Livio. How you feel about it?
Thank you.
Sorry you asked.
But
yeah, no, I'm not.
Disclaimer, I'm not crazy. I just do crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
No. I happen to think like all women have crazy.
They have it in them. They have it
We
in them.
all
They have
do.
to be
Everybody,
pushed, though.
yeah. Of course, I would not
They
deny
have
it.
to be
so.
pushed.
And I
all
have
women have
me,
crazy.
I'm a Gemini, so there's two of me, so you don't know what you're getting.
I'm dating a Gemini right now.
Oh,
That was my
Lord.
ex-wife. My ex-wife was a Gemini. My wife, and her words to, she was also, I don't know, she was also a correction officer.
Oh,
and still
forget
to
it.
this day. But
wow.
but she said to me,
packing-
They crazy.
she said, and at the time, you know, when we were together, I used to work for Brinks before I became a bus operator. And, you know, so I had her carry to and from. So my thing was, when we got upset, she was like, either you're going to be pointing your gun at me across the bed, or I'm going to be pointing my gun at you across the bed.
Lord,
Oh,
no.
Lord.
At that point, I said,
Volatile.
I bet your ass was turned on too when she said it.
Like, come bring your ass over here.
She was like,
Come
he
here.
was turned,
it was
that's what
over.
turned him on too. He's like, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What side of the bed you want me on?
Exactly.
Right side, left side, right side, left side. Okay, let me lighten this whole situation up. So, Richard, what's your quarantine song?
What?
You just can't stop playing it.
Really? I don't have one.
I did give
I don't, you know what? You know what?
Oh, I do. I have one.
Maybe it's Bob Marley's "I Don't Want to Wait in Vain for Your Love." Maybe that's
Oh,
what.
that's my fave. I love that song.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. Yeah.
You've been playing that, you know, like when you take your shower and stuff, like when you brush your teeth.
Before I go to bed.
I don't want to wait
In the dark.
for your love.
Yeah,
light
in the
up.
dark,
It's my light
yeah.
up.
It's my love that you're waiting for. What is it? My love that you're running from. I love that line.
Wow.
It's your love that I'm waiting for, but it's your love that you're running. It's my love that you're running from.
Oh.
That's the line of the song. I love that line in that song.
Yeah, that's a good line.
He says it at the end. Says it at the end.
Yep.
That's a dope. That's very, like, if you hear him, it's very. It's deep what he says. It's my love that I'm waiting. It's your love that I'm waiting for, but it's my love that you're running from.
Is this
That's
because
deep.
you're Jamaican?
What'd you say?
Is it because you're?
She said, "Is it because you're Jamaican?"
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my goodness! I've been pumping soca all week. This just
but I like that. I've been listening to a lot of things. I mean, what else I've been listening to?
that's a nice song.
Yeah, that song has been.
Okay,
Yeah, that one.
That's your quarantine song. Listen, you have a quarantine song that you've been
Unfortunately, I have a whole laptop full of music. So, I'm not confined to one particular song. So too many songs running through me every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
been a
I don't have one
rotation.
particular song. Yeah.
It's been a rotation. We have a heavy rotation on this side, but the one song that I've played, you know, like I said, 55 days we've been together before tonight. So the one song that we played, I would say 45% of the time was Between the Sheets, the Isley Brothers.
Oh, 55 days. You know what's going on at nighttime.
what?
So Between the Sheets was the song. I mean, we got a heavy rotation with these laptops. I got a slow song file that's ridiculous, but Between the Sheets has been that's played the most.
Oh wow!
Hey, I respect that.
You see, I respect it too, because I
respect that.
My pillow been Between the Sheets.
I got
Poor pillow.
Yeah, I got like 5 of them lined up next to me. Like, what's up with y'all? How y'all doing?
I'm 11 deep with my pillow, so I have a whole party.
Oh God, you got 11 pillows on your bed? You got a pillow for each thing?
I have a
The
fort.
pillows took over.
I have a
Pillows
fort.
took over.
I have 2 body pillows. The best thing ever.
Wow.
It can't be the best thing ever. It helps for right now, but it's not
Oh,
the best
it's
thing
close
ever.
enough. It's close enough.
I'm raising both hands to that.
So 4 pillows.
Really trying to make me drink this whole bottle tonight.
I got to refresh my glasses. I got to bear with me for a second.
Go ahead. Well,
Oh no.
Richard, what
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
your first trip post quarantine?
Oh Lord,
I already did it already.
what's that?
Uh-huh. My first trip. Like, where am I gonna go?
Yes, where will you go?
Zozo appointment.
Whoa!
Oh, you're the Zozo, so you're not.
I'm the Zozo. I'm the Zozo.
Wait, you're Haitian?
Huh?
You're Haitian?
No, ma'am.
Oh, my bad.
But I was dating a Haitian
That's what you
woman
about Zozo.
when I first got divorced, and she told me about that Zozo appointment thing. I was like, "What the hell is that?"
That's
Remember, I posted it one day.
Very
And
important.
put an X on your picture right now.
Wait. It was Malika that told me what it was.
Oh,
You,
Me?
you don't remember?
No.
You remember I posted it on New Year's Eve? Wait. I posted it on New Year's Eve a year or two ago, and Malika was the first to respond. That's what it was, and she told me what it was. I didn't know what a Zozo appointment was, but I actually I do have one now. But
I'm lost. What is the Zozo appointment? I need to know what it is.
Please tell them, ladies, what a Zozo appointment is.
The elephant's appointment.
The what?
Eggplant.
The eggplant appointment.
Yes, it is. Yes. So yes, I'm
We
going.
don't call it a Zozo appointment. We call it a Zozo appointment.
Well, I have a Zozo. Well,
He's
I'm
the
the Zozo.
doctor. He's the
I'm
doctor.
Service.
I'm the Zozo.
You're the
He's the
Zozo.
Zozo. He's the doctor. He the doctor. The Zozo appointment.
I'm the doctor and the Zozo appointment. Right?
All right.
I actually have an appointment now, but I'm here with you guys.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yes.
she will wait. She will wait. Okay. If it's that good, she will wait.
No, she can go to bed. I'm not going over there now. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Well,
That's not stopping you. Please, we gonna be like,
it's Corona season. What do you got Zozo's appointment? You don't know she positive or no positive for Rona.
at this point, they're in the same house. It don't matter.
How you want to go? Is everybody exposed? How would you rather go? Somebody call for you, or
Cool.
I don't know. Nobody.
I'd rather option 4. Option 2 for 500.
I missed that last one.
What'd you say?
I said I missed that one. What y'all
She
say?
said she what?
No, he said, would you rather catch the COVID via cough or
A Zozo.
appointment? I said,
I
I'll
don't
put
want
number
it either way.
500.
I truly had it. You know,
I
I
had
couldn't cough. I mean,
You had it too? You had it too?
I couldn't listen, y'all. I couldn't breathe. So
I couldn't
forget
breathe.
about it.
I was like, oh, God, this is not the way I wanted to go. I was maybe thinking like jumping out of a plane,
Right.
something more dramatic. This is not the way I wanted to go.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Getting a chest X-ray saying you have pneumonia. No, I don't. I didn't want that one. You got patchy stuff on your lungs. No. Looks like glass. No.
So Malika, what are you gonna do after this quarantine?
Good question.
Why you always want to put me on this thing? I'm the host, and that's it. Okay.
What are you doing after the quarantine, madam? Please.
My post trip.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the hair salon and get my hair done.
Oh God.
Your hair is done. What are you talking about?
This was done in my kitchen, in my bathroom, and
So
my
now you know.
More music, less drama. Freshest FM.